News at 6 begins with some great news. After weeks of round-the-clock repairs, water flow has been restored to the Potomac interceptor after a historic environmental disaster. Thanks for streaming with us on WUSA 9+. I'm Larry Miller. Tonight, crews working to fix that collapsed sewer pipe along the Potomac are celebrating a big step forward. Our Sarah Robinson has the latest from Cabin John, Maryland.
Spirits were high today here as DC Water announced it has restored water flow to the Potomac interceptor, which is a major milestone since a collapsed pipe caused one of the largest sewage spills in U.S. history.
We've been working towards that for so many days.
After 55 days,
we've been able to return the flow of the Potomac interceptor. That is such a great feeling.
This is the sound officials at DC Water and the engineers helping to fix the problem have been waiting to hear. Flow has now been restored through the Potomac interceptor, the same pipe that collapsed nearly 2 months ago, spilling about 250 million gallons of sewage into the Potomac River.
At this point, the emergency repair is complete, and we're going to transition now to the long-term rehabilitation.
So what happens next?
Essentially, we're going to be putting in a new pipe within the existing pipe that will strengthen and reinforce it to like new condition.
Sherry Lewis, a spokesperson for DC Water, says in the meantime, crews are turning their attention to cleaning up the damage.
So that's going to take us some time, but a key part of that is the environmental rehabilitation, right? We've been out here clearing out the contaminated soil, clearing brush and debris.
And officials say they're also trying to understand exactly what caused the pipe to collapse and how to prevent it from happening again.
We're looking at everything. We're going back and doing some additional inspections on the pipe. The rocks and the boulders likely contributed to the magnitude of this event, because when the rocks and boulders were backfilled during original construction and collapsed into the pipe, they created basically a near total blockage in that pipe.
Eric Leinhard with TY Lin Consulting, an environmental engineer on the project, says getting flow back into the pipe is a moment to remember.
To witness that, all that engineering background and judgment calls that we had to make on the fly with construction and getting that flow back into the interceptor successfully, you could not celebrate.
Now, it's important to note that the work here is far from over. Next steps include reducing water contamination in the Potomac River and also working on the smell. It does not smell great in the Cabin John area. That's because of the debris that you see here behind me. There's still a lot of contamination there. That's going to take a while to clean up. Reporting near Cabin John, I'm Sarah Robinson, WUSA 9.